So you find a creepy message written on your bedroom wall. What do? If you're like most people, you'll probably assume it's some sick prank. But if you're Annie Andrews, you'll know it's the work of a deranged killer who's been watching you in the walls. Imagine being a teenage girl who just lost her mother. You think you're going crazy. Then you see it again, the blood red message that seems to mock you. I'm watching you. You think it's your mind playing tricks, but the truth? A man was living inside your walls, and that was just the beginning. In the mid-1980s, teenage sisters Annie and Jessica Andrews were grieving the loss of their mother in Pepperell, Massachusetts. Their father had recently remarried and moved out, so the lonely girls reached out to the spirits for comfort. Annie began using a Ouija board to try and contact her mother. It became a nightly ritual. Then the knocking started. At first, they thought it was their imagination, then came the whispers. Objects began to disappear or move. Then the writing appeared. Messages scrawled across the walls and smeared ketchup. I'm in your room. Come and find me. Terrified, they thought it was a ghost, but it wasn't. One night, Annie heard banging upstairs. When she investigated, she found a life-size figure in her mother's clothes, standing motionless. It turned slowly. It was a young man, his face painted like a corpse, holding a hatchet. She screamed and fled. When police searched the house, they found 17-year-old Daniel LaPlante. He'd been living inside the house for weeks, watching the girls through tiny peepholes he'd made in the drywall, moving through the walls like a ghost. He'd ripped the wallpaper off to make it easier to shimmy through the narrow crawl space. How had he gotten in? The answer chilled them. The house's new owner, unaware of the gruesome history, had hired LaPlante to help with renovations. But something snapped inside him while working in the house. He began stalking the Andrews sisters, watching them through their bedroom walls. After his arrest, LaPlante was released on bail. But not long after, he broke into another house. This time, there were no survivors. He brutally murdered a pregnant woman and her 2 young children. The real twist: LaPlante told police he murdered them as a ritual to banish the spirits tormenting him from the Ouija board. He believed he'd become possessed and that killing was the only way to silence the voices. Turns out the girls never summoned a ghost. They summoned a monster. You thought Ouija boards were just a game. You thought hauntings were fiction. Sometimes the evil isn't paranormal. It's behind the drywall. And it has a name, Daniel. And if this story chilled you to the bone, tap that follow. I've got darker tales waiting in the walls, just like Daniel. New drops every week. The darkness is only getting deeper.